Morning, Rob.
Morning, Lee.
It's Monday.
Yeah.
Just had our sprint planning for the week.
Yes. Yeah.
What are you doing today, Rob?
Today.
This week.
Well, I'm all over the place this week. So I've obviously got more tax and stuff to sort out from leftover from last week. Going to be doing some office viewings this week. It's exciting. So we're looking to move on from this place to get somewhere a lot cheaper. So that'll be later in the week, I think on Thursday. More Colour Pixels Switch stuff. So we've been rejected from basically every Asian country. So there's some changes we need to do for that and then resubmit. It's all small stuff so far, so that's good. But we're expecting some rejections from Europe and stuff as well. So fingers crossed. Other than that, Colour Pixels again. So we promised we would look into putting the r/place image, the big 2000 by 2000 thing, into Colour Pixels. Just a reward because we got we got a little Toasty Bear logo in the bottom right section of it. So yeah, fingers crossed I'll be able to get that working. Might have to split it up and stuff, but don't know. What else? Exceed as well. Yeah, so loads of stuff. It's a 4-day week as well. Yeah, so hopefully we're going to make a start on the new Exceed mechanic as well for the new DLC. So it's the new DLC coming in May. Yeah, we need a new mechanic for that, so I'm going to be starting on that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. For me, it should be a bit more straightforward. YouTube video day, obviously, with it being the Monday. We get that from last week. But then the rest of the week is going to be working on Who My Shapes, getting stuff ready for the Steam Next Fest. So we want to update the store page, to get some assets on there, making it look better, sort of fleshing it out a bit more. And as well as that, working on the actual trailer. So we've got a trailer already, but it's before we've made the game look pretty. It's just something to get on the store page. And we want to improve our chances as much as we can to be picked by Steam, essentially, right? So go make the trailer look much better. But yeah, just a bit of back and forth on that and see where we got on with that.
Yeah, okay, so this is one of the things I've been up to this week. So it's basically adding a new mechanic to Exceed. So this is for the DLC that'll be coming out in May. So we've got plenty of time to get this working and stuff. But it's this new thing, just a little squiggly star, I guess. But yeah, the idea behind this mechanic is that once you click on it, it will highlight the whole area of everything it's connected to. So it's like a radius that basically expands to fill as much area as it can. Okay, so we've got one here, and as you can see, it's highlighted this entire area up here, and it's located the one bomb, which is here. And yeah, that's the idea. So we've got this one here. So at the moment it highlights 6 because there's 6 bombs somewhere in this area. But then when this tile rotates here, it unveils this extra area and lets you spot that those are bombs. So yeah, that's the idea. It's just kind of mechanic because at the end of levels there's quite a bit of deducing that has to happen. So usually a clue button will pop that will sort of like pop up all of these extra tiles, and we kind of just want to have that sort of game mechanic but not just at the end of a level. So the idea behind this is that it will let you do that whenever you want. Lee, it's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah, woo. We've just done our usual stand-up. Are we doing a morning? What are you doing?
Yeah, so we're going to quickly finish up the YouTube video, some small changes to finish up, and I'll get that exported. Once that's done,
I'll watch that later as well, yeah.
Yeah, of course. Once that's done, we're going to be going on to doing some Who My Shapes work. So we want to update a lot of the store page assets, need localising, and we also want to sort of flesh out the description to make them look a bit more professional, a bit more eye-catching. There's quite a lot to do for that because obviously we need to do demo store art as well to get that sort of prepared as well. And if I'm finished with that towards the end of the day, I'll make a start on the new trailer as well for Who My Shapes.
Cool, good stuff. As for me, we got a lot of rejections from Nintendo for Colour Pixels, so I'm going to be sorting those out today. A lot of it's going to be resubmitting the store artwork, so basically going to be doing the same thing, right, but different games. Yeah, so a lot of store art need fixing, a couple of descriptions as well need fixing as well. But yeah, if I do have time after that, I'm going to be continue working on Colour Pixels, trying to get that r/place image working.
Yeah, it's about 3 o'clock now. We're playing with the Who My Shapes logo, sort of making it a bit more readable. I've gone ahead and changed it like this, similar to the mug sort of idea, with squares missing. We've done it with the dithering sort of patterns. As well as that, I've been setting up an action within, or multiple actions within Photoshop here, just so I can now go ahead and set up the logos in the different languages. and then just run the macro and hopefully see that seeing if it works out.
Okay, so it's been a pretty fun day of doing lots of store asset work. So a lot of the major complaints we've got from Nintendo is that the previously submitted versions of the logos for the languages didn't have this extra bit at the bottom. So the official game name is Coloring Pixels Collection 1, because we're planning to do multiple collections of books. But the logos only had Coloring Pixels and then 1 in the various languages. So I've been going through every single language and updating all of the assets that need updating. So it's just been time consuming really. It's been quite easy work, but very, very time consuming. But yeah, I think that's all sorted now. All of the files have been regenerated and stuff like that, and everything's re-uploaded and resubmitted. So fingers crossed, there'll be many more issues.
So yeah, I'm ready to go now. I've been going through all the different languages and the translations for the logos. A few minor problems here and there, mainly with, I've just noticed another one there actually at the top of the being cut off. So I'll fix that tomorrow. Due to this change in size of the words or the length of the sentence, after most issues have cropped up, as expected, German, Dutch, quite long in terms of translating. So I had a bit of rejigging to get that fitted in. The main issue I'm having is with the Japanese. The translation we got for the Japanese logo isn't the actual name of the game. It's sort of like the description, from what I can make out, which isn't ideal. So I've gone ahead and translated this in Google, but I'm not too confident that that's correct. So I've also reached out to our community translators we have in Discord. Hopefully someone will reply by tomorrow and I can get that updated. But yeah, other than that though, all the languages have been translated. Quite happy with all of them. Quite happy with the end result for most of them there, so that's quite good. All else I have to do for tomorrow is go ahead and get the demo translated. Or get the demo logos created, I should say. Because we've got the one here as a quick throw together for the English translation, or the English logo, but when we do the other aspect ratios, it gets a bit cramped down at the bottom here. So there'll be some manual changes that we've done to a few of them. So yeah, I'll be doing that tomorrow. But for now, happy where I'm at, and I'm gonna go home.
Lee, it's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm working from home again, looking after Luna again. It's gonna be a regular thing. But yeah, we're just done stand up as usual. What are you doing today, Lee?
So yeah, for me, main thing's going to be finishing up the store assets. Mainly Japan needs revisiting, not too sure on the translation being correct. Other than that, you get them remade with the word demo at the bottom, which should be a very quick task. And then once I've got them ready, get them all uploaded to the various Steam store pages, as well as revisiting the description and stuff for for my shapes as well. And once I'm happy with those, I got those sent off to Steam. I'm going to start on the trailer as well, start getting some ideas down, start getting the recordings done.
Yeah, sounds good. As for me, I'm going to be working on Coloring Pixels, so basically trying to add a bunch of performance improvements to try and get this R/place image working. I'm getting there. Like, I've noticed some of the things I've already done seem to be working, so there's just a couple more things I need to look at. But other than that, there's the Nintendo Switch Coloring Pixels stuff. Yeah, we got a lot more rejections this morning. They're being quite fast at turnaround, which is really good. That was one of the things we didn't like when we were doing Hexseed, but they're being really fast telling us what's wrong this time, so that's good. But I think we've got one accepted as well, so one region's done, sorted. So cool. But yeah, still a couple more to fix on that. Anyway, yeah, so it's been a bit of a stressful day for me. So a lot of it's been trying to wrestle with a lot of the tax and business stuff that we're having to do because we're set up the company as a limited company instead of just being self-employed. But yeah, an awful lot of that has been doing today. But I have done some work on this Coloring Pixels place image. So I was trying to get it to work with just the one image 2000 by 2000, but that wasn't working. Basically the FPS just wasn't good enough. So I split it up into 4 images. It seems to be running a lot better, so I've got an FPS counter in the top left here. Probably difficult to see, but as you can see, as you zoom out, Unity starts to struggle more and more and more. And even with this 1000 by 1000, it drops to about 15 FPS at the end of it, which isn't good, but it might be manageable. We'll have to see. But yeah, I've managed to get a lot of performance improvements in the game, so it does kind of work now. A lot of saving stuff is much more optimized and stuff, so we might be able to get away with just splitting it up into 4. I'm going to have to do some more testing with it, but we can always just split it up further if needs be. But other than that, I've been working on some prep work for tomorrow. So for tomorrow, I doubt there'll be a sprint planning with Lee, because I'm going to be looking at some office viewings. So we've been looking at various different places, basically just looking around on Rightmove. We're basically looking for a better location, cheaper, we want to save a lot more money. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a bit of prep work for that now, and then hopefully I might be able to have some footage tomorrow. I don't know, we'll see.
So it's Thursday morning, obviously no Rob this morning, as you can see. What's going on is Rob is away doing some office viewings. I think he's got about 3 lined up today last time I checked. As well as that, taking Luna to the vets. Just routine sort of operation, should be alright. In terms of what I'm doing today, I managed to get all of the assets done yesterday. So that's the demo assets, all the localized assets. Took longer than expected, but at least they're all done now. They're all uploaded to Steam as well. They're all live on the actual store pages. As well as that, made some slight changes to the description. Just updated the text to be sort of PNG assets, just to make it look a bit more appetizing, a bit more appealing. And I finished the day with a bit of just reviewing the last trailer that we had, just to see what sort of aspects I wanted to keep. Because what I'm going to be doing today is making a start on the new trailer. So obviously, the game's had quite a lot of updates since the trailers went live, so I'm going to be launching the game, getting some new screenshots with the new assets, new look, so get them all updated. But as well as that, I'm going to be re-recording the trailer with the new look as well. Don't think I'll be able to do it the exact same as I did last time, mainly because the background's different and it was very intensive on the PC anyway to try and do that. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to just get some recordings done, get the trailer done. Yeah, just get as much done as I can, because today is the last day of the week. Because it is Easter this weekend, so we've got a bank holiday on Friday and on Monday, so we've got a long weekend, which is very nice. Just means fewer working days to get everything done. So I'm trying to get some footage for the game trailer, but there seems to be a number of bugs. I'm not too sure if it's because I'm recording on the, see here I'm actually recording on the TV. Again, I have to get the footage in 4K. The reason for that is so I can downscale it without losing any quality in the image. The button that we had for the auto complete doesn't seem to be doing anything. I'm guessing it's not on the build, makes sense. But alternatively, as well as that, I'm just hitting multiple bugs. You see there, it's jittering. Sometimes it does that. I'm not doing any controls now, but it's just continuously going. Honestly, it's a bit of a pain. I think every different puzzle has its own little quirks. A lot of them get the jittering. It's the first time I've seen this where it just keeps going. It will eventually stop. And alternatively, some of the cubes, mainly the mirror cubes, mark themselves as complete after one movement. So, bit of a struggle, honestly. Just trying to get the screenshots, I think, because if you look over here, the store page still has the old screenshots with the old background. So, hey, I'm going to go ahead and try and get those, because I can do those without moving the game. So yeah, I'm going to try and get the screenshots, and then I guess I'll see what I'm doing from there. See, on the back of the recording, not going well. I've managed to get the screenshots done, quite similar for the most part, but also got one of the final sort of completion. I did go for the easiest puzzle to complete, but it took me 13 minutes just because I kept getting that spinning bug. I had to sit and wait for it to finish before I could do the next move. But as you see, I've got some with the setting on, some with it turned off, just so, you know, obvious sides. Hopefully people can pick up on the fact that there's different settings you can turn on, etc. Just show a bit more flavour. Other than that, though, I'm going on looking for other work I can do. There's still the soundtrack assets I need doing. We have the store page that needs prepping for that. So I'm going ahead and updating all of the actions real quick, just so they just so I can speed up the process doing this in different languages as well. The first couple of attempts here, you can see that the blue squares, or the coloured squares, end up going over the actual text. So that needs updating. So I'm going to quickly do that and then start doing it in different languages, and hopefully it'll be a pretty quick process. So all of the translations of the soundtrack assets are ready. Uploading the first lot now. I think it looks quite cool in this section here. Could see them all side by side. But yeah. So I'm going to get ready to go home now. I'll just finish up the day with doing as much for the soundtrack store page as I can. Most of it is just copying it from the Hexseed and stuff, because it does ask for some strange stuff in the sense of a screenshot. How do you get a screenshot of music? So copy what we've done for Hexseed. In the case of just creating an image that's in the same style of the logo, but just says soundtrack. There's your screenshot. It's been accepted for Hexseed. Hopefully it's fine for this, because again, screenshots don't make sense, but as you can see, it is a required field. You physically can't submit it without putting one in. Same with the description, I've pretty much just copied what we have for Hexseed, because the music genre is the same. I believe the music tracks are longer on this one, so I've upped this to 90 minutes after a rough estimate of how long the tracks are. The only things I'm missing in order to submit are stuff like the date, the price. Because again, there's stuff I haven't mentioned with Rob, and I don't believe everything's uploaded yet in terms of the music. So there's still a little bit to do, but most of the fluff and the content is done. Rob!
Lee?
It's not the weekend!
No, it's not. It was the weekend. Yeah, I was in the office on Thursday, Friday?
Thursday, yeah.
Thursday,
Friday bank holiday.
Yeah, so we just said we'd do the wrap up the next week.
Yeah.
Which we do.
Yeah, so it's a pretty good week. Especially future for my shapes. Got all of the store page stuff revisited. A lot of localization work that needed doing. That's all done and sent off, all updated. We also updated the actual background for all languages, right? So revisited after the inspiration from the mug. Whatever it is.
Yes, yeah. They're removing them.
Yeah, making it a bit more white, a bit more readable. And yeah, towards the end of the week, I made a start on trying to do the trailer stuff, but hit some issues with some bugs and stuff, which is fine. But yeah, I'm sure my shapes mostly for myself.
Yeah, for me, a bit of Hexseed stuff. So we added the new mechanic that we're going to be releasing with the new DLC next month. So that should be really exciting. Did some stuff for Color Pixels and Switch. So we've got it all sent off and approved, mainly, apart from Japan, for some reason. They just haven't looked at it, I guess. But yeah, that's looking really good. So that's pretty much going to be good for release now, hopefully, fingers crossed, maybe. And what else did I do? Yeah, some more Color Pixel stuff. So I was working a lot on performance improvements, trying to get the r/place image working. But it turns out that we're not going to do it that way. We're just going to split the image up into 16. So it's going to be 500 by 500. And we're going to release it as a DLC separately. So we'll get it, but unfortunately it won't be the big images that we were hoping. So shame, but oh well. You're recording again? Well, thankfully he doesn't care about thanking people for watching the video whenever, he just stopped recording, so I'm thankful, so thanks for watching, thanks to all the Patreons. Great.